Welcome back. This is Matt, MS Partners LLC. I'm the land guy. So you're still buying smaller properties, right? You're buying these smaller deals, $500, selling them for $2,000, $3,000, these small lots. And you know what? You're making a little bit of money. You've got food on the table. You got money to pay your bills, your mortgage, your rent, to go out and have a little bit of fun. But you're finding yourself at a point right now to where you feel that there's a glass ceiling above you. You're not able to, there's just something missing, right? Like you just can't get beyond a certain point. You're doing lots of deals, maybe. You've got a team in place possibly, or you got a VA maybe that's helping you out with some background tasks. But you know something's not right, but you can't narrow it down. The answer is you have to scale up in larger deals. I really wish somebody had taught me this a long time ago, or I should say, almost forced me into larger deals. Because for me, for many years, I was very complacent in these smaller deals. Just like I was saying, you're buying them for a couple $100, maybe a couple $1,000, selling them for two, three, $10,000. The profit margins are good, right? When you look at the return on investment, you buy it for $500 and you sold it for $3,000 on payments, your return on investment is very good. The problem is that you have to do a lot of these deals for it to really make a large impact. And that in lies the true mistake of people who get into this business and find themselves basically like a hamster on a wheel. You're churning, you're churning, you're churning, but you're not really going nowhere. You know something's not right. I mean, like I said, you're paying the bills, but it's just not what you pictured. You've got to increase the size of your deals, period. Okay. And the thing is too with these smaller deals compared to the maybe larger deals, the amount of effort that you put into these small deals is generally speaking the same, if not a little bit more involved when you compare it to some of these larger deals that you can make $70,000 profit on one deal. I mean, with these smaller deals, you're doing self closings. You're doing your own research on these properties because you're going to buy them. You're not using a title company because you don't want to pay a title company $1,000 or more to close on a property that you're buying for $500. So you'll be in it for 1,500 and you can sell it for maybe two, $3,000. So that's pretty much all your profit and all your margin of error, right? So that's just not worth it. So you have to do all these yourself. You have to work with mobile notaries. You have to get them deeded directly to you. So there's all that back and forth you got to do with that. You can do it, and if you're comfortable doing it, hey, power to you. You can make a living doing this. You can pay your bills. You can do a little bit of traveling. You can take care of yourself. And if that's what you like, that's what you want, that's what satisfies you, great. But people like myself, I just knew something was wrong. And I tried to scale it up in numbers, which was working to an extent. But again, we're scaling up these smaller deals. When I have a team in place, I find that I'm still getting involved with these little deals. Things pop up, probate, quiet title, seller wants to renegotiate. This pops up, that pops up. And even though I have a team in place, I still found myself getting involved in these little tiny deals that it's just not worth my time. So the answer is scale up as fast as you can. I should have done this a year after starting, but it took me a good 5 years after starting my land investing career to finally scale up. And now I'm going from making, two to $5,000 a deal to making $70,000 on a deal. I mean, what a life changer that is. I mean, could you imagine doing just a couple of these deals a year? Maybe we just did 2 or 3 deals a year at 70,000. That's more than most people make, with a full-time job. Now try doing that with these smaller deals, making $2,000 per deal, maybe, right? Do the numbers. You're doing a lot of deals. You're sending out a lot of mail, a lot of marketing, however you're doing it. So where do you want to put your effort? I know where I want to put mine. I love to travel. I love to surf. I love to play football in China when I go out there. You'll see, I'll throw some videos up, me playing some football out there. I just want to put the least amount of effort I can into this business and still get a great return on my money and my investment. And the answer is to scale up as fast as you can. Learn as much as you can about scaling up, finding these areas that offer higher dollar properties. That was my problem, is that I was looking outside of metro areas that just had these little cheap, nothing, little quarter acre, 1 acre lots. And it worked, for a while. But like I said, I mean, there was just a glass ceiling and I had to get out of that. So one of the easiest ways you can get out of that glass ceiling and find larger deals is by scaling up in acreage. That's probably one of the easiest ways. So instead of looking for quarter acre, half an acre, acre properties, up it to 5 acres plus. When you do that and you're looking at certain counties, you obviously want to try to do your research on the county, which we could talk about maybe in a different video. But scaling up in acres is naturally going to scale you up in price point. But the bottom line is you have to do bigger deals. If you want to get to a quarter million, half million, $1 million in a year, you're not going to do that. At least the chances of you doing it with these $2,000 deals is very low. Is it possible? Sure. I mean, can you systemize the business? But it's going to be a beast compared to just doing a couple of these bigger deals. Scale up as fast as you can. That was the biggest mistake that I ever made in my land business. I'll never get that time back, but I've got the experience now. And I just wish somebody just shook me and said, Matt, what the hell are you doing? You're still investing in these little deals? Yep, I was. So scale up. Maybe next video I'll do something to help you find some counties and just go from there. So as always, friends, surf more, live well. Or did I say that right? I'm sorry. Flip dirt, surf more, live well, and live free. I'll talk to you next time, okay?